Our first and key component to any successful gardening, of course, is our soil. I usually just buy a universal bag of soil. Now with delivery you can get it sent right to your house, especially in times like this when you cannot go outside. I think it's always important to buy organic soil. Whatever you're using for your products is what eventually you will consume as well. So if you're going to plant it yourself, I think the best thing to do is to try to purchase bio or organic soil. You can buy specific soils for plants as well. So if you are only growing certain products, you can look and see what soil is best for that. Another thing that's great to do is compost. So perhaps your city does not have a composting system, or you just want to compost yourself. Composting at home is really great. It reduces your carbon footprint, even if you have a composting system for your city, because you're not transporting that extra material and adding to extra traffic and electrical use. So for me, in an apartment, it is kind of hard to compost. If you have a yard, it's quite easy in a back corner. But I just use a very big pot. This pot has no drainage on it, and I just put a lid on it. What you can do with this is your dinner scraps from the week. Anything that is a vegetable can go into your compost. Over time, it will slowly break down. If you want to speed that up, you can also put worms right into the compost. Mine never smells. I've had it inside my house as well. And if it's done properly with a nice lid, a little bit of moisture, and moved around as it breaks down, you shouldn't have any smell at all. The benefits of composting is it really helps when you're growing vegetables for the root structure. Even if you're not growing vegetables, just putting that soil back into the environment will eliminate it being put into landfills. It will break things down, and it helps to keep water inside your root so there's not as much water drain off in our environment. Things that you can do for your soil, perhaps it's really hard to get potting soil. You might even just be using backyard soil in a time like right now where we have a pandemic. So you can actually enrich your plants yourself. This fertilizer bin, the soil that you get from it, will be great for enriching the products. If you don't have a fertilizer bin or don't plan to start one, what you can do is you can just take some of the key scraps from your kitchen that really help with the nutrients in your soil and your plants and add those to the houseplants. One great thing is shells. So your eggshells you can put in plants and they will add nutrients and calcium to your plants. You might have seen this before as well. They can be great little seed starters. So I have my little seedling right inside the eggshell. You can start it with that, but you can also just put it right into your soil and have it in your soil. It will just degrade by itself and add calcium into the soil. Another great thing to do here is your banana peels. That will add potassium as well as some nitrates. Coffee grinds also. So keep those things. What I usually do to speed it up is I will grind it up in a food processor and I'll just mix it right into my soil when I am potting. Continuing on with our dirt, here I have just taken my food processor and I made a nice dirt smoothie for my plants. I have banana peels for that potassium and nitrates, eggshells for calcium, and coffee grounds to help with nutrition and water runoff. And I will just add that right to my dirt. I add a little water in there as well for a little bit of moisture in my plant. You can just mix it right in. And that you can use right away in your potting soil. You can even add that to your houseplants for some extra nutrients, and you'll be good to go. And it's a great way to enrich your soil naturally with a lot of benefits for your plants.